Larry Fishburne gets a starring role in Deep Cover, directed by Bill Duke on Criterion, guys. Let's check it out. Film noir hits the mean streets of 1990s Los Angeles in this stylish and subversive underworld odyssey from veteran actor-director Bill Duke. Lawrence Fishburne stars as Russell Stevens, a police officer who goes undercover as John Hull, the partner of a dangerously ambitious cocaine trafficker, played by Jeff Goldblum, in order to infiltrate and bring down a powerful Latin American drug ring operating in LA. But the further Stevens descends into the ruthless world of money, violence, and power, the more delusional he becomes. Bill Duke, I've always seen him as a character actor. He was in Predator, Commando. He's in a lot of things. But here he's directing, behind the camera. And this is a stylish, colorful film noir, narrated by Russell Stevens, so we get his perspective through the whole movie. Fishburne's narration is so good in this. It really paints a picture of not wanting to succumb to temptation. So we start out in Cleveland, where we see Russell Stevens as a young boy, and his dad is like a cocaine dealer, and he gets shot in the middle of Cleveland streets, and Russell witnesses this on Christmas. Cut forward to Lawrence Fishburne, Russell Stevens getting his new assignment as a private investigator, and has to go pretend to be a drug dealer. And it slowly unravels, and he meets Jeff Goldblum, who's in with it, and the Latin American cocaine dealership and the whole LA cocaine ring at the time in the 90s. And the more he gets into it, the more he succumbs to the temptation. He promised himself he wouldn't become his father. And there's a pivotal moment in this where he's got to decide. He's got to make that decision. Do you do this for the future of society, or do you stick to your morals? And it's your job too, because you're a private undercover investigator, and this is your assignment. So you have to act the act and walk the walk. He really struggles with this decision, and I thought this is a fantastic character piece on that level. Bill Duke's style in this, the colors are great, the blues, the greens, the purples, the way that it's edited. There's a Hollywood sign transition, so you cut into the Hollywood sign and you see Larry Fishburne walking, see his angle on the side of his face, and there's a lot of 3 zooms in, 3 zooms out type of editing here. Really stylized film that really, I think it really captures that film noir, but turns it on its head and makes it more contemporary, because you still have the narration, you still have the crime, you still have the conflict of our protagonist, but then you have the new flavor, the new style filmmaking by Bill Duke. You have, instead of black and white and shadows and stuff, you have the highlighted greens, the blues, the reds, the crazy color dynamics, almost like a giallo, but it's like a neon noir, becoming its own subgenre of the noir genre. And I love the style of this film, and the soundtrack is amazing. The movie, however, it has some good moments, but it also drags at times. I really think they could have trimmed 10 minutes out of this film, and it would have been even better. It's still worth checking out for the performance of Larry Fishburne. Great. I mean, he is so good in this, and he faces so much conflict and dilemma, and some of it's resolved and some of it's not. And the ending of this is very powerful ending. So I highly recommend Deep Cover if you guys haven't seen it. This is a 4K digital restoration, and by the way, this is one of my favorite covers of the Criterion edition. This is an amazing cover. It just kind of gives you the vibe of the film, how corrupt crime life, money, cocaine can be. It's a phenomenal cover here. New interviews with Bill Duke, an AFI seminar with Bill Duke and Lawrence Fishburne, new conversations, a lot of commentaries and an essay here as well. So if you guys are looking for a nice spin on the film noir genre, Deep Cover is your choice. This has been Return to the Disc. I'm Dan. For more Return to the Disc, visit returntothedisc.com. Check out the audio version of today's show, available on all major podcast platforms. And be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel.